Hello and welcome. I'm Hulda from Creative Kinesiology, and today I would like to chat to you about the 5 stages of grief. And the reason why I'm talking about this is many of us are going through these 5 stages of grief during this world pandemic, and we are not even aware of it. So, grief shows up in our lives when we are experiencing a sense of loss or we go through big change. It could be when we go through divorce or we lost someone that we're close to, when we maybe lose our jobs or change jobs, when we move house or move country. We can also experience loss and with that grief. So the 5 stages of grief, I think it's important for us to maybe become aware of them during this crazy time, because that also allows us to experience it more deeply. And when we experience and allow ourselves to feel these feelings, there's a sense of integration and healing, and at the end of the day that will help us get through to the other side. Okay, so the first stage of grief is denial. When you wake up in the morning, you're like, oh my goodness, I actually can't believe what's happening or what has happened. With the lockdown, the world is in such a crazy state at the moment, and denial is absolutely, it's a valid feeling during this time. So when you wake up or whenever you're feeling a sense of denial, it is okay. The second emotion is anger, and to allow ourselves to feel angry during times of grief and loss and change. So you could feel angry with yourself, with the government. You could feel or be angry with your partner. You can be angry at the neighbors because they're not taking it seriously enough. So anger is also a very normal emotion when we go through big changes, and especially in this day and age. So the third stage is bargaining or negotiation. So very often when we experience big changes, we often think, I should have done it differently, or it could be different. Why is it the way it is? If I've done something differently, the outcome would have been different. But the matter of the fact is that we are here now, and to have a sense of bargaining and negotiation is very normal. So when you go through those emotions, just sit with it, maybe journal about them, give yourself permission to also just feel the emotions of negotiating, and that's also perfectly normal for this time. The fourth stage is depression, or really hitting like big lows. And I have to say, I've had a few days where I wake up and I just feel I want to climb back into bed, or have an afternoon nap and not wake up for the rest of the day. And these emotions are just so big. So depression is also a sign, when you go through the stages of grief, that a lot of healing is busy happening. It's almost like open heart surgery, and you need a lot of rest. So just create some space around it. Allow yourself to rest and to feel these very low emotions. That is okay. Maybe talk about them, journal about them. If you really need to go into your cave and just retreat from the world, that's also okay. And then the fifth stage is all about reconstruction, reconstructing reality. It's about acceptance and hope. So just to remind you, we can fluctuate between these 5 stages during one day. So that's also perfectly normal. Allow yourself to feel these big feelings. The last stage is very interesting, because many people that I speak to already feel like a little, like a sparkle of hope and some excitement about new projects that they've started, or realizations that they've had. So it could happen during the lockdown, but it can also maybe happen only at a later stage. So just a quick recap. First one is denial, then it's anger. Bargaining and negotiation is number 3. Number 4 is depression. And number 5 is acceptance. And I would really like you just to maybe check in with yourself, few times a day to see where you're at, and allow yourself just to feel these big feelings. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel if you would like more free resources, and also visit my website for more free resources. And I am here to support you. My website is www.creativekinesiology.net, and sending you lots of love during this time, and I will see you soon.